What's the deal, y'all? Welcome back. No moral victories. We in the building. Like, comment, subscribe right now, man. Tell me how you feel, man. Today, we are talking about the Milwaukee Bucks firing their head coach, Adrian Griffin, man. He's out halfway through the season, man. They just fired their head coach last year. This is Adrian Griffin's first year, and he's fired halfway through the season, man. That's a little mind-boggling to me right there, man. But um, I can see where the ownership and the general manager are coming from, man. Because Adrian Griffin was supposed to be he was labeled a defensive type of coach, head coach. And the Milwaukee Bucks, that is their one thing, man. They are struggling on defense right now, man. I mean, it's terrible to watch on defense. If you go back to my previous video about when they lost in the in-season tournament, um, Adrian Griffin, he's just not getting it on defense, man. For some reason, like all the zone and the zoning he's playing is not good. It's not effective. They're getting the opposing teams are getting fast breaks just off of regular miss rebound outlets. There's no sense of urgency on the defensive end right now from the Milwaukee Bucks. We all came in, with the trade of Dame Lillard. We all came in with high expectations. It's really, to me, I picked them to win the finals, so it's really finals or bust with them. To me, with them having the best player, Greek Freak, and then my favorite player right now, Dame Lillard. So it's kind of interesting where they're going to go from here. But one thing I want to point out real quick that who they should not go after is, let me see. They are talking about how the Bucks are going to target Doc Rivers, and I think that is a terrible idea. I don't think Doc Rivers is a great head coach like that. He's coached some great talented teams, talent wise, but they just never won. Except he got KG and Ray Allen turned them up on the Celtics. Shout out to Paul Pierce, he was there already, but they were trash. Clippers, Lob City, Blake Griffin, they never got to where they could have been. They should at least won one championship. No lie. But back to Doc Rivers, man. I don't think he is the answer that they need as the head coach. He's not a great fit, and I just don't think that's it. But back to Adrian Griffin, I don't think Giannis was really feeling him as a coach, man. He just probably wasn't listening. He didn't, command his attention and things like that. But it sucks to say, man. It sucks that a black head coach is fired halfway through the season in his first year as a head coach, and they are currently second in the East. Real quick, let me show you guys the standings. They are currently second in the East at 30-13. So they're not terrible. They're not a terrible team. They're still in the playoffs. But it's the defense for sure that's hurting them. Adrian Griffin, sorry about that. But let's look at the defensive numbers. Defensive numbers. Okay, you guys can see them. The Bucks ranked near the bottom of the league in opponent points per game, 25th at 120.5. That's terrible. They're scoring 120. Hey, look back at my videos, man. That's too many points. And defensive rating is 22nd in the league at 116.8 points per possession. They were also 26th in the opponent three-point percentage and last in turnovers created. Milwaukee continued to struggle with transition defense as well. Wow. Yeah, like I've been saying, man, the defense is it's disgusting right now for them. It's pickup. It looks like a pickup game for them. In this NBA, kind of, people are all about, just outscoring the other team. But when they play, the Pacers been whooping their ass all season. I think, they looked at that like, man, if there's teams that also can score a lot of points, but if we're not stopping them, then it's ugly. You know, he just hasn't figured it out. Yeah, so defense is for sure a problem. Getting whooped by the Pacers continuously has to be a problem. When your best player is just not, on the same page as the head coach, that's not gonna work at all. And I got Giannis in my as I want to say MVP. I want to put him in the MVP. Dang, that's tough, man. But yeah, my MVP is right now are Shea, But after what Embiid just did with that 70 ball, it's getting back to Embiid, man, and he did it on that boy Wemby. But let's get back to the Bucks fire Adrian Griffin, man. I hope that they do not hire Doc Rivers, man. He is not the coach for them. Halfway through the season, let's look at this real quick, you guys. Follow me here. These last 5 games against the 2 games against the Pistons, they led up 113 points and 135 points to the Pistons. Let that sink in. To the Pistons, who were on a 29-game losing streak. They kept this competitive with the second best team in the East. And then they lose to the Cavs 95 to 135. I remember this game. Giannis did not play. 135 is a lot of points still. They beat the Kings 142 to 143. 140 points is that's like too many points. And then when they beat the Warriors 118 to 129, like the Warriors have been like close to not great this season. And 118 giving up 118 to the Warriors, that's unacceptable, man. Let me see if they give it to the Celtics. They gave up 102 to the Celtics. How come they can't lock in with the 102 right here, man? Come on. So defense is clearly a problem. Like I was saying, when they lost to the Pacers in the in-season tournament, Coach Griffin he did a thing where he likes to play this zone defense that just does not work. He tried to shake it up and put his team in position to win, especially on the defensive end, but it just didn't work. It never clicked. I feel like they just never really meshed and respected him to be the head coach. But I feel like the next head coach, his job, you got to lock in with your best players, man. That's how it is. If you and the best player on the team are not on the same page, it has a chance for your job to be in jeopardy, like Adrian Griffin right here. And if you're not playing defense, bro, you're not going to win any games in this. It's too much skill and talent in this NBA these days to be giving up wide open threes, transition layups, transition off of missed shots. Come on, man. That's too much when you got Greek Freak, you got Brook Lopez, Middleton, Dame. Come on, man. Last thing I'm going to say about this is the Bucks. I think they're too small at the guard position. There's Malik Beasley and Dame Lillard. I think they're just too small. And Chris Middleton, he's kind of older and injured, so I think that's hurting them. What I do want to see them do is get Dejounte Murray. I think he will be a great fit alongside Dame and Greek, man. So I don't know who they'll have to give up. I would say like a Pat Connaughton and the draft picks. If you want to try to see what the value is for Chris Middleton, I would see what that is for sure to get better, because I think they're just too small on the defensive end in the guards with Dame 6 feet, Beasley 6 feet. I think that's just too small. So, hopefully Adrian Griffin gets another job soon and work his way back up to a head coaching job, learn from this and let's get better, Adrian Griffin. Come on, man. I'm rocking with you, dog. Let's get to it. Hey, like right now, comment right now what y'all think of the video. What do you think the Bucks should do? Should they go after Dejounte Murray like I said they should? Should they get Doc Rivers like I said they shouldn't? Comment right now for me, man. Let's get it.